Good afternoon, everyone. Happy July. My friends in America, did you have a good 4th? I streamed that day, I think. Actually, when I checked, it turned out I played Resident Evil 6 that day. The script I'm working on is going well, by the way. I've never undertaken a project like this before, so I don't even know if I'm doing it right, or hopefully it'll be good. Actually, as it turns out, the 10th anniversary of Resident Evil 6 is coming up, so I'm hoping and praying I'm gonna actually have it done by then, at the very least. But that's in the future, something to look forward to. Talkin' Tony has made no progress, because, when I sat down to try to write it, I realized I don't even really know what it's gonna be. Which is a huge problem for, a YouTube video you're trying to make. We'll figure it out, though. Actually, speaking of that fateful Independence Day stream, if you want to check out any of my previous streams, you can check out the YouTube channel, The Rudo Files. Subscribe to it if you would. I plop the VODs straight from Twitch over there, at least within the allowed time. So if you want to experience all the good times and all the bad, you can. If I can get to the minimum amount of subscribers, I can change the URL to something interesting instead of the generic text string of characters that shows up. Yuck! We had ourselves a rather dry video game month yet again. I tried to get into the Legacy of Kain series. I'm not going to call it a lifetime failure, but it was a failure. The Legacy of Kain series, for me, began when I was a little kid playing my older brother's PS2. It was one of those games I was too young to figure out what I was supposed to do, and the only thing I can remember from this time was the off-color comment my older brother's friend made about this scene. I think that same older brother's friend stole that game, because shortly after that, when I checked the game case, there was nothing in there and I never found it again. The story of the Legacy of Kain series proper, though, begins with Blood Omen. I'm not gonna lie, this was an entry that came well before my time and may be above my pay grade now. I gave it an honest attempt and got far in enough to turn into the big doggy, but gave up soon after that. Undeterred, I tried out the next game in the series, Soul Reaver. Entering the world of 3D felt more comfortable to this stupid schmuck. I eventually got a glitch where I couldn't open a door, so it was time to mosey on off into the sunset. Still fond of the characters and setting and such, so this isn't really goodbye forever, it's just ta-ta for now. My next attempt was Splinter Cell Double Agent. This game did not age well, as many games of this era did not. But I don't think I'm off of it, I just had a hard time getting it to run. Lots of crashes and menu confusion. Fun stuff. As I played this game, 2 horrifying internetisms could not get out of my head. 1. Inside you, there are 2 wolves. And 2. She's actually a 400-year-old vampire. That being said, if you can overcome the hurdle of those intrusive thoughts, this game holds up as a pretty good Zelda game. It's a first-party Nintendo game. It's about as solid and polished as you could expect, but it's not something that I found stuck to me very hard. Of the 3 titles I talked about so far, it may be the least likely to finish. When I looked at the footage I captured this month, I actually forgot I had been playing this. Even as I type, I remembered that while I was playing, I had thought up a bit about how the game was about you and your monkey pals. But when I actually recalling this game and writing the script, I only recalled it at the last minute. Overall, this was a pretty dry month for video games and other fun stuff. I almost canceled the video. I was gonna do like some gimmick where I showed up and just drank tea for 17 minutes or something like that, but but at the very last second. Stray was great. As stupid as it feels to say, it really captured the essence of being a cat. It made you really This game really made you feel like a cat. I did the joke. But really that is to just roll at your own pace. You find a good spot to take a nap, you stop and take that nap. If that rug tempts you, you start pulling on it. It's a very nice little 6-hour game where you jump up buildings and make friends with robots. Utterly delightful and very unique. It's very much a Tony Hawk type game. When you were a kid on car rides, did you imagine a skateboarder riding down the sidewalk next to you and just jumping on rails and jumping over obstacles and doing tricks along the way? That's basically this game, but with a cat jumping up a building instead. Definitely check this out if you want to play a game that's cute and has no violence. A game not having violence is something that really interests me now. Many games I've played in my life, even with the most interesting plots, still you solve most of your problems with a gun. One of the most interesting things you can do in the first Mass Effect is convince the final boss that, he's been taken over, and convince him that his ideology sucks and he shoots himself in the head. And then you still gotta fight that dude's empty husk of a body. You're gonna have to take my word on that. I'm not playing that whole game just for that one clip. So I'm on the lookout for that stuff now. Sorry this one was so short. I didn't have the bandwidth, literally and figuratively, to play a lot of new things this month. But, hopefully next time. Check out the Rudo files, check out my new stream. Or not my new stream, my old stream. Check out my Twitter for some good steamy fun. Because why not? I show it all on there. And I do mean all. Until next time, I'm Russell of Technically Rudo. Thank you so much for joining me. I'll see you again next month.